The 2017 Loretta Lynn's Remastered series is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC and Lucas Oil.
And we've already set the table for you. My guess, we're going to see Ryder DeFrancesco. We're going to see Chance Hymas out there in front here. And you can pick them out yourself. A Yamaha rider proving me totally wrong about that because he's in the number 2 spot. But the Kawasaki rider, the number 83, it is Super Chunk Chance Hymas. And we see Ryder DeFrancesco back in the number 3 now, the number 2 spot. And Jimmy Albertson, Kevin Kelly bringing you the action. Jason Wygant down on the podium, collecting free swag. Really not working at all today. 10 Commandments now, that's what you're looking at. Ryder DeFrancesco on the 99 Jimmy John's Kawasaki machine. And he makes it past Super Chunk, who pulled in for a snack pack. And that cost him a race. He ate an entire snack pack during his first moto earlier in the week. And I think that was a big problem.
Completely worth it, though.
They're delicious.
They're delicious. I would do it. I would have made the Ryder DeFrancesco. Ryder D, the 99 Kawasaki Jimmy John's. He's stocked for that Jimmy John's
Freaky fast
snack box.
Full deal.
I bet.
Around the big Rocky Mountain ATV sweeper there. And like we do every morning, the track is butter. It is smooth as glass, but 4 motos of 42 riders racing continuously on the racetrack. And that is actually Raymond Butts from Rocky Mountain ATV. We covered him with a little bit of dirt, and we ride over him all day long. That's the involvement that Rocky Mountain ATV brings to sponsoring an event. They put Raymond Butts on the racetrack, and we covered him with dirt, and he is actually an obstacle on the racetrack. That's tricky because he'll breathe, and the whole dynamic of the jump will change when he just takes a breath or whatever, Jimmy.
For sure, it's crazy. The track is always changing, always moving. It's like it's breathing because it actually is.
A
It's
living, breathing Raymond Butts
under the
obstacle.
dirt.
There's the number 99 of Ryder DeFrancesco. Got his teammate right behind him, Chance Hymas, Super Chunk, up and over the Tunnel of Love. They don't know anything about that yet. They haven't really gotten into girls. Jet Burgess Stevenson is 3rd. Nicholas Romano, another Kawasaki rider up there. Casey Cochran, the fastest pit bike mom ever. His mother can flat destroy a pit bike. She's won the Moto Playground pit bike race several times. Eric Acevedo is 6th. Justin Aragaki, Mr. Roboto, is 7th. Ryder McNabb is 8th. Garrison Smith is 9th. And Preston Omasiangelo from Canada. That makes no sense, does it? Omasiangelo.
French Canada, but that's more Italian. I'm feeling.
From Canada.
Masiangelo.
He is Masiangelo.
Oh, I butchered that name.
You did. It's all good,
Hard.
though. And then what about this guy? Golazewski, Leland Golazewski. I'm guessing that's.
Yeah.
Then you have Avery Long back in 12th. Juan Vasquez. Julian Balmer is 14th. And Brock Walker rounds out your top 15. Lap 1 in the books as we pick up the action with the 41 of Romano. And he is, we're going to stand by. Oh, we're back. All right. So there's Romano on the Kawasaki out of Bay Springs, New York. That's where he used to call home. Now he's picked up and moved down to Florida. They've got their own little track they built. So they're taking this next step pretty seriously. That's about the age you see it there.
Yeah, it really is.
11, 12 years old.
You start getting to those teenage years, it's really time because you got about 3-4 years tops to make it happen and make that jump into the pro ranks. It's really hard to do it if you don't get a ride right out of the amateur ranks. You really got to grind your way up to the top if you don't. So right now, these are important years for the kids out there riding probably their final year in this 9 to 11 limited class on 80s.
There's Romano up and over the Camelback, and the leader's now coming right in front of us. We'll pick up the number 99 of Ryder DeFrancesco and Chance Hymas. No real change to the running order there as we continue to watch Romano, who's just out of frame. Your leader's just in front of them. Romano picking that inside line. Look how rough this racetrack. We're only, what, 2 hours into our day, and this track looks like the worst track you've ever ridden as far as how beat out this thing is.
That's crazy how quick it got rough. We were watching that 60-10 to 11 that opened up our day, and it was just a highway out there. By the end of even having just 42 60s out there for 20 minutes, it was already rough. And now, I hate to see how this track's going to look at 6:30. These guys are going to have a long day out there, but the good news is this dirt, they have prepped it to perfection. So even when it's rough, it's still got plenty of traction, and plenty of bite, so it makes it good for the riders out there. Plenty of line choice.
So day 2 of our live coverage here on Racer TV, the 36th annual Rocky Mountain ATV MC AMA Loretta Lynn's Motocross National Championships presented by Lucas Oil. Speaking of Lucas Oil, it's Rachel's birthday, so happy birthday to Rachel Witt. Jason Witt, I hope you've gotten all kinds of gifts lined up, a day plan for Rachel here. If you would send your wife off to, what could she do here at the ranch? What would you set her up? This is your day. What would you do at the ranch? Get in the creek?
You just get her a 6-pack of beer and float her down the river.
I think that's how you do it, Jimmy.
Just trust me, if you've been married long enough, she doesn't want to be around you on her birthday.
She wants to be away from you.
She wants to be away. That's the best gift you can give.
Spoken like a salty old vet in the married class.
In the marriage industry.
So you just grab her 2 bottles of some of that box of wine up there or whatever, kick her in the back,
give her a little Moto box,
you're out.
Some red wine, maybe some Riesling too, just throw her down the river.
Jeez.
She'll be ready to go.
Is your wife coming in today?
She is. She's actually floating in as we speak.
Don't even want to see her.
She's
even
floating the river down in with her Moto box.
With a moccasin.
Yep, and she should be here around 3 o'clock, so I'm sure that she will have her loud mouth all over the mic like she normally does on the weekends.
All right, we're checking in with the number 99 of Ryder DiFrancesco, and just out of frame there, you can see Chance Hymas. He's close. He's been there the whole way through. Look at that. You see the little cool, they bounce, they jump over, they make a little tabletop right there.
Yeah, that's not my style. I just hit every bump on the way down.
You zigzag
I'd
over
like
the track
I'd like to show the side number plates as I'm coming into corners to the people in front of me.
Ryder's really handled the pressure well. He started winning at age 4 here. He was a back-to-back champion in the PW class. You know how hard that is to do? He was 4 years old, qualified, won it, came back with the number 1 and defended it. So
that is a
tough.
Huge year when you're that young. How much better, how many more skills you pick up as a child just in general. So that is pretty incredible. Come back. Did he run the number 1 on the PW?
I don't remember if I would have to think he did. I could be wrong.
That'd be cool.
But fun to watch. Yeah, the red plate, the big fat number 1. Heavy as the crown. The 5-year-old returning champ, the veteran.
Just getting in all the other 5-year-olds' heads at that point.
Walking by him here.
Yep.
Oh, my God, that's him. They don't even read. I can't even read the number. I don't even know what that is.
I used to love when I was little and going to the races before social media, really even before the internet was big, so you couldn't look anything up. You chew up at the race, you had no idea who anybody was.
Who are you?
It was great. You're like, oh, I beat him. He's good.
That's cool.
Fine. It's cool.
I'm good with that.
Now everybody knows everybody. Times are changing, but what's not changing is Ryder DiFrancesco.
Oh, it almost changed. He almost got KO'd by Chance Hymas.
Almost having to change his pants after that one.
Yep.
Ryder D.
Coming out of Storyland as we pick up with our leaders. And Chance Hymas, super chunk. He's not playing around this time, Jason Weigand. He's going after a dub. Isn't that what they call it, the cool kids? Getting that dub. You're going to take some time off from the podium here, come up and hang out with us?
He's going after a 20-inch wheel?
Yeah, dubs. 22s are actually what they consider
22.
dubs. 20s come stock on a Ford F-150.
Wow.
Hymas is keeping DiFrancesco in check, though. Not going anywhere. There's probably about a 1.5-second gap.
How about it? Team Green putting up the top 3 riders on the box right now. DiFrancesco, Hymas, Romano, Jet Burgess, Stevens in the number 4 spot. Casey Cochran rounds out your top 5.
Let's see if Hymas can make another run. Ooh, a little mistake there.
Oh, there's one rider's
down.
Upside down.
Bike was upside down. Think he's okay. Let's see if Hymas can make another charge on Ryder D. That pass attempt on the previous lap, that didn't work out for him. He lost some ground. Now he's got to try to reel him back in. There's your leader on the 99. Boy, totally different lines.
Totally, yeah. And I think Hymas' line actually worked a little better as they peek over to the right there. That's where mom or dad's at, the mechanics area, or your brother in your case, Jimmy. He's yelling and screaming, cussing at you.
He's on the track. I'm going to actually probably take the Moto off, maybe go down there and yell at him, break pit boards, throw him out of the mechanics area.
Yeah, bring 4 or 5 pit boards with you, just throw them at him throughout
I'd rather verbally abuse him on the mic, though. That sounds like a funner time.
Hymas is getting back in this.
Lap Rider's kind of helping him out, huh?
Yep. Into the 10 Commandments. I think he's going outside. DiFrancesco went inside. Here comes Super Chunk.
He's reeled him right back in. He's pulled in 2 seconds in no time. Ryder D having to cut through the lap traffic, and it is getting tight now. Ryder D always finds himself in the middle of something. Like the kid He rides that tough class where the older one with his buddy Jet Reynolds and the rest of the gang comes back down and rides with these guys and gets no reprieve. He's always battling with somebody.
Let's see if he can hold on here. Hymas has closed it down.
Took him a full lap to do it. He was right about here last time around. Super Chunk, man, springing out of that little rut there. Good thing the body's full cartilage, no bone at all. Bouncing their way through that
built like
sandy
a fish
section. Yeah.
Built like a fish, all cartilage.
Up and
no
over
ligaments
Raymond
yet
Butts.
to even tear, so you're good.
Choose your line, Jason. What line are you taking? Way over there with that golf cart?
I'm going to the golf cart line. I'm up in the grass, Unadilla style.
Yep, running over Austin White there probably.
Last lap around, Hymas tried this inside. Let's see if he goes back. Now he's going to opt to go to the outside. The inside, beating him up the last lap around, but just bulldogging through it that time. Decides to maybe pass on some lines that Rider D is taking and working out. It's crazy to watch these young kids kind of pick their way through and like pick up lines from the riders in front of them, just like veteran pros.
Ryder got stuck behind the lap traffic there, and it has continued to cost him. It looked $27. That's exactly what that toll cost him right there.
Wow, paying the toll. Back past the mechanics area.
Good, different lines again, Jason.
Yep, just like he had that previous lap. That inside line around the billboard's definitely working.
For the moment, this is a living, breathing racetrack. Things change throughout the race, especially when you ride over Raymond Butts. We talked about that. He is literally alive. When he takes a deep breath, the jump gets steeper, gets flatter when he blows out.
And if he shaves, you gotta adjust for that.
Yeah.
He hadn't shaved
it's
yesterday.
Pack, it's all sandy and whatever, and you run through that beard of Raymond Butts. But
most of you might know Raymond from his rap song about him a lot. Raymond Butts. We like Raymond Butts, and we cannot lie.
That's correct. Chance Hymas, right there. He can see it, man. Got to go for it. You think he's going for it? He's got to be trying pretty hard, right?
I don't know.
Just chilling.
You think he would try to win?
Naturally.
You think?
I think
he would try?
I would
didn't really try out there. It was good, but I didn't really try. Nick Romano has been in third most of this race. Casey Cochran has closed up a little bit. He is in fourth. Avery Long is now fifth. Eric Acevedo, Jet Burgess-Stevens, seventh. Garrison Smith, Leland Olazewski, and Ryder McNabb. That's your top 10. And it appears that DeFrancesco managed to get through the lap traffic without losing too much more ground.
Ooh, right on the inside. Hymas ramping it up now. And again, DeFrancesco able to clear the lap traffic. And we can look out the window and actually see them instead of looking at our monitors. One rider going to take the hot line. That is your line. He's going around the whole outside of the track there.
Yeah, long way around.
Oh, right down the inside.
Oh, a little bit of a problem again.
Wow.
Hymas.
A minefield of lap riders through there.
They actually add more riders during the race. Just keep sending riders
unleashing
out there.
them.
There's 83 riders out there.
You want to see more? Bring them. You want to see these mini bikes ride through the mud, Rob Bitus?
That's a Wes Kane story.
That's Wes Kane all the way.
5 minutes later, Rob Bitus blew out his ACL. So there was some discontent between those two for about 10 years till they finally worked it out. Why is this guy not like me?
I don't understand. All I did was hurt him real bad.
Was blow his ACL out. I forced him to ride in a race he did not want to ride in front of people that were his friends. And he blew his ACL out. Oh, now he's mad at me.
What did I do? Oh, look at the move on the inside. These insides, Hymas keeps trying them. That one paid off.
I like it. Now, RD's going to go to the inside. Hymas, that traditional outside move there. Uh-oh, do you hear that?
He's coming.
He's coming. The ominous music.
Another inside line attempt. I don't know if this one's going to work, but a few, as they emerge from this back section, have been working his advantage.
Man.
Yeah. All right, this is a critical juncture for DeFrancesco. If he can get through these lappers quickly and shove those three riders between he and Hymas, might be able to build that lead back up. He's trying his best to do it.
Ryder D just all out of his comfort zone, riding lines he hasn't even looked at throughout the race. That's the mark of a rider that really knows what he's doing. He can just, same pace, I'll do it out here, over there, inside, outside. Hymas comes right there with him. He's like the fullback, blocking for the tailback there, clearing a line. Nice 10-yard run there. First down.
Just a
for
cloud of
99.
dust. You have to establish the run.
You have to.
See,
you
you
gotta
have to
balance,
establish the run in
'cause then it
motocross. You
makes
have to establish the run.
the throwing game much more effective
Yep.
there. They're just sitting back there waiting on you. They're poaching. But if you can run the ball, if you can throw the ball, have a good return game,
You want
you're
that West
fully
Coast
balanced.
offense.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
everybody wants vertical. Everybody wants vertical offense.
Stay in that pocket. That running quarterback, that's over. Those days are done. You got to be able to stay in the pocket, throw the ball, wait it out. It's where that guard, your tackle, right tackle, left tackle, those guys are really critical in your motocross game.
Oh, yeah, you do not want those blindside hits.
No.
Nope.
No, and Ryder D's got it. He's got it going on. He's got Hymas on his left tackle. Romano's his right tackle. That's a full team effort going on right there.
Oh, I
Ryder
didn't
D-
realize Cowie was actually planning these motos
Yeah.
out like that.
Ryder D is the quarterback.
He's a
Hymas-
peloton,
Yes.
towing him along. Yeah, that'll help Hymas. He has not had to, the wind has been broken the whole time. He's
Correct.
been able to
He's got-
draft
and it's
throughout
really
this
costing him.
event,
He's getting tired
saving
here.
a lot of energy.
They hit the mountain stage here of day 2.
Well, all that maneuvering through lap traffic paid off for DeFrancesco, and now Hymas down.
Look out. Romano has a shot.
Yes.
He's 22 seconds back, though, so Hymas has got a minute. No, he's actually only has 20. Oh, and he almost tips over. He might have held on to that spot. And there goes Ryder D, his customary inside line through the 10 Commandments. He is freaky fast through there. 2-lap board is out. I like seeing that. We'll see the white flag next time around for Ryder D. Goes heads towards Storyville here in just a moment. And Chance Hymas, you got to give it to him, man. The kid was trying. He never let up. Still in the hunt. First moto of this particular class. They're going to go 3 motos, so we got some time. Ryder D now, it looks like the lap traffic has finally calmed down.
Lap traffic definitely calmed down, but also Chase Hymas going down.
He went down as well.
Yeah, going down on this lap definitely
Helped him out.
helps chill Ryder DeFrancesco out a little bit. Not going to have to worry about too much out here except for just putting in 3 solid laps to end out this first moto in the 85 911 limited class.
Looks like the white flag should get ready to come out this time around. The 2-lap board was out last time around, as we saw on the screen. Racer TV bringing you the live action here from the ranch. It's day number 2. We've raced since 7:30 this morning. You only missed about 4 classes, so we'll catch you up to speed. Jay Bodybag Wagner pulling down the win in that plus 45 class. A great race between him and Scott Phelps. That was fun to watch. And we were having a good time watching Ryder DeFrancesco here on this white flag lap. Over by the billboards, he'll hang a left, take a peek over at the mechanics area one last time. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. What's up? See you at the podium. Bring me a juice box. And there is Chance Hymas. He was able to stay up. Chance Hymas still in the number 2 spot. Romano 12 seconds behind Chance Hymas. One of our flaggers are moving down the racetrack there. We're back. And Ryder D tiptoeing through the tulips here on this last lap. Gets the leg up, takes the right, tiptoe through the tulips. Got to be on it, man. The producer's got to be on it. Oh, he switches up the lines. Running into some golf cart traffic as well here. All the obstacles keeping you on your toes at the ranch. That golf cart was actually off the track, for those of you worried about that. So a full Team Green podium. Ryder DeFrancesco, Chance Hymas, Romano, Avery Long, Casey Cochran. Eric Acevedo is still in the number 6 spot. Nope, he's moved up to the 5th spot now on lap number 8. Things changing around. Casey Cochran slips back one position. Leland Golozewski is 7th. Ryder McNabb and Garrison Smith round out your top 10 on this last lap, Jimmy. This has been a fun little race to watch there. Hymas made it interesting for several laps.
Did make it interesting for sure. At one point in time, I could not believe he never made one single stab for the lead because it seemed he would make up and those little mistakes just holding him back, keeping him away from Ryder DeFrancesco in that number 1 spot. But Hymas, you know, he is going to be hungry in moto number 2 and especially second, Moto number 1, setting himself good for the championship. Knows he has the speed to run up there with Rider D, but can't run in Moto number 2. But Rider D Francisco taking the checkered flag on the Kawasaki. So the Team Green guys picking up a Moto win here in 85 911 Limited. And there comes Hymas crossing the line, going to pick up that second place spot. And Romano on the 41 machine coming around the final turn right now. He's got to dodge a downed rider. And he is going to pick up your final spot on the podium. Weege is going to have those guys down there at the Race Tech podium. Grab a quick word from D. Francisco, Hymas, and Romano. All 3 Team Green guys.
Yeah, definitely a good moto for Kawasaki. We'll wait on our whole shot award winner, Burgett Stevens. Meanwhile, got to sort through all the swag for our moto winner. That's the 99, Rider D. And a good battle as Chance Hymas put some pressure on and then did go down late in the moto, but hang on for second. Let's talk to the moto winner. Dealing with the pressure the whole time, didn't put a wheel wrong. The 99, Rider D Francesco. Well, that was tough. You had pressure from Chance behind and lappers all over the place and ruts. That was a tough moto.
Yeah, I got off to a great start. Chance Hymas, he's one of the strongest riders ever, so I knew that I couldn't make any mistakes and just try to dig deep the whole time. And he can go for hours and hours without getting tired, so he went down and kind of got me to where I could just ride and not worry about him behind me. But just my Dunlop tires hooked up great off the start, and my Pro 6 suspension is great, and my motor, and that's how I just got the win.
Anyone else you want to thank, man?
My mom, my dad, Pro 6 Kawasaki, Team Green, Rentha, 60 Helmets, Scott, Jimmy Johns, Troy Lee Designs, Alpine Stars, whoever forgot, thanks.
He got it. All right, let's hear it for the 99, Rider D Francesco. It's a big moto win there. And we'll look at Chance Hymas, bring him on up, second place. He's getting the hat sorted. A very complicated hat game on the podium these days. Got to get it figured out. It's very important to have those hats dialed. Bring it on in. Here we go. Chance Hymas, what a run. And he ends up finishing second. Let's hear it for Chance Hymas. Come right here to the center. Looks good in the pictures. Come on over here. Well, I'll tell you, man, you put the pressure on. You gave it everything you had. Little crash there, but still a good ride.
Yeah, it was a really good ride. I got off to a great start. My Dunlops are hooking up. And I just stuck a bad line, and riders had way more speed going through those rollers. And he got by me. Then I just dogged him for a couple of laps, or for pretty much the entire moto. Then I went down.
It's all good, man. You're still in title contention. Who do you want to thank?
Everyone at Team Green Kawasaki, Pocoto Power Sports, Western Power Sports, Fly Racing, my mom and dad, Fly, Scott, Alpine Star Pod, Renthal, and everyone I forgot. Thank you.
There it is. Big second place finish there for Chance Hymas. Keeping himself in contention. And I want to get the third place finisher on up here. That would be Nicholas Romano. Hey. Nick Romano. Good job. Super Chunk. Oh, he's even got the butt patch, Super Chunk. So owning it. Absolutely owning it. We'll get it. Oh, Romano's going back. You got your whole shot winner? All right, let's do it. Bring your whole shot winner. Did you get the whole shot? No? You did. Not her. I'm just joking. Okay, here is your whole shot winner. Let's hear it for Jet Burgess Stevens. How'd you pull that?
Just got a good jump and just held it wide around it.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom for doing my gate, PR2, my uncle, rider's line, and that's all. Thanks.
Where are you from, man?
Australia.
It's a long way. Congratulations. $100 from Bell Helmets, and they got to take some pictures. And now we got Nick Romano headed on up to the stage. Kawasaki sweeping this one. Let's hear it for the bronze medalist, Nicholas Romano. How'd that moto go for you, man?
Okay. I got like 15th place start, not good, and then I made my way up to third, some traffic, and I just kept falling back a couple seconds, but I still got a third, and we're in it.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, dad, sisters, Kawasaki Team Green, David Kilgore, Alpine Star, Mobius Knee Braces, JT Racing, Bell Helmets, Razor Image, Rad MX, Oakley Goggles, Dunlop Tires, Renthal, Maxima, N-Style, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
There it is, Nicholas Romano, third place in 85.7 to 11. Send it back up to the tower.